Grand Rising Elizabeth. It is May 11th, 2023. I'm your host for today, Reverend Omani-Grace. And welcome, 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 everyone, those here now and those coming later. So what we're going to do is today we're going to finish looking at what the bleep are we doing here and have a little more discussion about it. And then we're going to have a conversation to see what the space is calling for, what's wanting to be taught and listened to and created in the space for the Elizabeths. As we get ready for our conference tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, if you're listening to this, come on out and visit with us. We'll be there all day Friday from like noon to 8 or 9, and the same on, well, not the same on Saturday, but
just a little earlier.
Saturday is 10 to 9 or 8 to 9. Okay, well, just come. We'll be there having a good time, and we want to invite you out to come and have a good time too.
Yeah.
So, welcome, 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 and Queen Adunia is going to get us started. Well, not quite. We're going to have a little conversation. So let's start this other conversation, and when other people, after we look at what the bleep and other people come, we'll finish the discussion. But this is what I'm wondering about. If I ask you, ladies, what area of your life are you working on, or would you like to do some work on it? Is it spiritual? And I know some of us are, well, everybody here reading the Course of Miracles, so we're working on the spiritual realm, spiritual realm. But what else? Is it the mental? You like to know how to manage, mentally and mental, creating and mastery over the mind, or is it emotional or physical? Which area? Or relationships? Or what area would you guys like to learn about more about next?
All of the above. I think mentally, yeah, Spirit woke me up this morning at 3:30. I went to bed at 11:30, and I was asleep by 11:30. So I think at times I'm overwhelmed by the things that have to be done. And yeah, worry tried to come to me, and I was like, no, everything's fine. And I will handle it like you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And yeah, it's just sometimes it's if I could go without having to cook for myself, wash my clothes, or clean up, I would be so happy. If I could just sit and commune with my sisters and create, and and sometimes when I'm called to adult, it's like, why? But I sometimes I feel like that, but lately I've been dealing, I know, when I pick my grandson up, he has to eat dinner. I make sure dinner is as nutritious as I can make it, but as fast as I can make it. But then I forget that I need to eat and Sheena needs to eat, and she goes for fast food, and I can't do that. I just, I mean, sometimes I'm going to say, Wendy's has a chicken wrap, grilled. So, and I said, no cheese and, no mayo or whatever that is you put on there. I'll put some mustard, I like honey mustard. I'll put that on there. But, and just, balancing the eating good and the taking of the stuff that I need to take. And I get breakfast pretty good, but when it comes to lunch and dinner, really, I could just go with 2 meals a day.
Okay.
That seems to be all I can handle. I used to think, that 6 meal a day was good, but no, 2 meals a day. Like I'm not going to eat breakfast till I come back till after the meeting's over.
Okay.
And it's usually avocado, and then I will figure something out for dinner, and that'll be it.
Okay.
But I need to get the exercise in there. But I don't want to leave home. But I'm going to leave home. I'm going to call the center and start going, at least doing some chair yoga, something, because
Yeah.
it's going to be totally different for me in a few months. It's going to be, the days that I have to take RJ to school is going to be further to take him to school. And, I want to be getting up and feeling good and, on the ball,
Okay.
be able to get him going and come back and get myself going. And yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, sometimes it's all this stuff, and it's like, no, I'll just do what God tells me to do. He tells me to do what to get my little messages out, to do what I need to do, and not worry about all that other stuff that has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
And because Rev, now Wheelie had to kind of she has to take a week, to get over like going to California and stuff. It
Uh-huh.
really messes
Mm-hmm.
with her. So we haven't been reading together, but I did find a YouTube video of this guy. He reads the message. And so
Mm-hmm.
I read it with him,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what I would do without my daily readings. You know,
Isn't that
if
interesting?
I need to do them first thing in the morning, I need to do that lesson first thing in the morning. After I wash up, I need to do it first thing, and then I feel like now I can go about my day. you
Mm-hmm.
know, now I
Okay.
can go about my day. So I'm really thankful for that. Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right. Really good. Grand Rising. Are you complete, Evelyn? Is that it?
Yes, yes, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Grand Rising, Alita. Okay, so we're having a conversation.
Hi, Grand
Hi.
Rising. I got to
We're
find
go
my
ahead.
control on the dang phone. I'm having,
Oh, okay.
okay.
So we're having a conversation about. I'm just asking people to let's have a conversation about what area would you like to work on next? Mind, body, spirit, physical. And from what I got from what Evelyn said, I heard some self-love in there, balance,
Yeah.
and managing the mind. That's what I heard. Right. And
Yes.
yeah, like you want to eat the right thing, but you're not saying the right thing about eating the right thing. Does that make sense what I
Yeah.
just said?
Yes, it does.
Okay. It's like I want to eat good, but I ain't got time for all that. Well, you just killed it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Who
Yeah.
got time for all of that? You just killed off the eating well. Because even when it's like the guy, I think I feel like I'm shouting. It's like that guy who talks to the water. So if you talk to your food,
Oh, wow.
it don't feel
Yeah.
that good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, making your
Because I do
food.
talk to my water.
Okay, well, talk to your food though.
Okay, I gotta talk to my food. Okay.
Yeah, bless it, love it. Like, food is the one place I really like. I had a whole breakthrough around joy, but food is the one place I get pleasure. My plate is always. I made a turkey sandwich the other day. My turkey sandwich was looking so cute. It had lettuce. It's an open face sandwich. It had lettuce, and it had yellow and green and because it's the Roman mixed salad. So I put that on there, some cheese and some yellow mustard and some mayo, and I toasted it and put some garlic, a little butter and it was like, yes. So, really loving your food. If you ever eat with me, if I'm doing this while I'm eating, it's really good. So yeah, like that. So you got to really love your food. And people talk about don't eat this, don't I just bless everything. If I feel like eating, well, I don't go too far, but if I feel like eating something, I'm gonna eat it and I'm gonna bless it and have that food work for the good for me.
Excellent. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah,
You know what I
thank you
mean?
for
Because I'm bad. I be like, give me them chips.
that.
Girl, the other day I I had, okay, so anybody on here have a salt and chocolate thing, put salt with chocolate?
Ooh.
Oh
Oh,
my
No.
God, I had me some
I
chips
don't know.
with some salt, sea salt chocolate Gardelli, baby.
Oh Lord.
So good. And you get the salt, you get the salt and the sweet. That's why I like it, because you get salty and sweet at the same time. So you don't know which way to go.
Hmm.
You don't know if you want to be spicy or sweet. So like that. So those are the things I heard. So I could work with that, right? How about any of you other ladies before we get started? We're gonna finish looking at what to bleep today and then see what else opens up. Because I
For
woke
me-
up this morning. Okay, go ahead, Bridget.
For me, mine is also mental, but mine is as I am continuing to walk into new things and into bigger things.
Yeah.
It's that I don't want to call, I guess I could call it resilience because it's walking into new rooms.
Bridget,
Yes.
come on camera, honey.
Oh,
Okay,
ta-da!
Beautiful.
Thank you. So it's walking into new rooms, walking into new spaces, walking into higher levels.
Yes.
And so what the reason why I say the mental is because it's that full leaving behind of the old. As
Yes.
you walk into new rooms and new levels, those old comforts, because I'm breaking out of my comfort zone completely. And as you break out of your comfort zone, sometimes the old tries to draw you back in.
That's the pool.
And these are new rooms, new conversations with new people on higher levels. You can't take the old with you into that. So that's why I said.
Okay, perfect. I hear that completely. I heard it the other day. And I try to be good and not be all up in other people's shows.
but
and I heard it the other day. The same thing you're saying, but I woke up with it this morning, Bridget. So I think it's very interesting. I woke up this morning declaring and decreeing a new way of living, listening, and being in life. And I started calling it forth this morning. I was like, oh, this is different, right? Because I am asking for something different. So I have to, if you're asking for something different, then you got to speak something different. And what I heard this morning is start asking myself about things I'm saying. Is that new? Or is that the same old conversation? Is that new? If it's not new, then I got to say something new about how I'm living and what I'm doing.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Rev.
Right? So really, really taking that on. So I can really hear the mental piece. The mental piece is really strong for me right now. Right? And definitely the conversation for going higher, because the conversation for going higher is just that. What am I saying? Who am I being? Because it's more, remember when I did that class about resisting? Like when you start to do something new, the resistance comes. So today I was coming downstairs with my tea and I start getting all animated because I could feel the resistance to being up on the call. I like, that is, oh, we're not doing it no more. I just made a little, and then I came downstairs and I was in a different space because I busted it out of the way. I'm like, oh no, not doing that. Got my tea. We're about to have a great class. We go, and I just started calling it forth, decreeing. That's what I heard, really. Start decreeing and declaring what I want, speaking over my own life.
Yes.
Right? So I'm on the same page with you, Bridget. I heard the same thing this morning. Right? So
yeah.
All right. How about you, Queen Aduni or Bridget? I mean, no, Alita.
Okay, you're saying.
What area would you like to work on or polish up? Or
Oh my God, so many. So many. I gotta get, I need to rephrase that. Let me see. I want to strengthen my prayer life.
Okay.
That's what I want to work on.
Okay.
My connection with my inner spirit.
Ooh, baby. Okay. Okay. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
because
Okay.
I have been, let me see, I don't want to say I've been neglectful, but I have. But for some reason, my connection is not like it used to be. And I've been trying to figure out what happened, where the disconnect came.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's not so much as important as getting the connection back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Because I used
okay.
to have a regimen when I get up in the morning. I did this, and then I would get into the day. But it seems like the day gets into me before I can get into my spirit.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to work on.
This is what I'm hearing, okay? There ain't no getting it back how it used to be.
Yes.
Ain't no getting it back. What's being
Okay.
asked for you is to level up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, level up. And because it wasn't like it used to be, you was like, what is this? And so it starts to wane away rather than leveling up. You just got stagnant.
Yes.
Yeah, you was being asked to go higher, but because it wasn't what you were used to,
Okay.
you didn't know what to do. So you did nothing or little to nothing. Yeah, you didn't say like you didn't do nothing, but it wasn't like it used to be.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
so it was like I think you were really being asked to go higher, to go deeper.
Okay.
So that thing
Okay.
scared me. I heard they outside doing something. I think they're spraying, and I heard something start growling. You should see me. You know, black people, we run.
Yeah, right. We ain't going to look in the mirror or look
I ain't going to look.
and
That
see
is
what's
so
going
funny to
on.
me. I heard that machine growling. You should see me looking back and think, what the hell is growling back there? Hell no. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so Evelyn, Alita, that's what I heard, right?
Okay.
And we definitely can do some work around prayer work because I have gotten some new information about prayer, and girl, it was so mind blowing. I'm like, okay, I'll get to that later.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because in my spiritual journey, I had to go back and look at prayer because I know I am someone who my prayers get answered. And I was in a space of my prayers weren't getting answered. So I was in so it was like, okay, how do you, okay, so what would have okay, this is what I want to say. So my prayers weren't being answered. And I realized that I didn't really know, like a knowing for myself, how to pray. How did I learn how to pray? I watched my mama.
Mm-hmm.
My mama went to the altar at the church and they prayed. So I went to the altar at the thing and I prayed, but nobody ever gave me the 1, 2, 3s of prayer.
Yeah.
Right. And so I really started delving into it a little bit more. And I think once I got this one point, it was called the prayer of denial. Like when something comes up, you can go into prayer and you deny that happening to you in your life. I was like, I can deny something.
Mm.
I can go, oh no. And that be my prayer. And so it got to be, this is when I knew it was powerful because I didn't have any place to stay. And I was in a circle at the time. And I had asked the ladies that I was in a circle with, I got kicked out of people's house so many times.
What?
Okay, because people would let me come with them, stay with them because I'm an awesome coach. But when they didn't like my coaching no more, I had to go
Oh.
because I'm not playing when it comes to coaching. I don't be playing. And I had gotten at that point because I had a circumstance or a situation that had nothing to do with who I was. I was still powerful. I was still awesome. And I got this situation or circumstance. I'm gonna work that out, but that didn't have me tear my person down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I didn't get into a low state. I had a low state, but at that point I had come out of it. But then I was asking the ladies, listen, hey you guys, I need a place to stay. So, they start kicking it around and one person said, it was like way over on Joy Road in Warren. I'm like, I ain't going way over there. Okay, no, I didn't have a car either. Nobody can pick me up from way over there. I need to be somewhere where people going by where I'm going, they could just come by and swoop me up. It's not, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, no, I don't think I want to go over there. And then somebody said, oh, you can come stay at my house. My brother's there, but he's on drugs. Huh? He won't bother you or nothing.
What the hell?
Wait a minute. I was like, what? I was like, can the angels come? Because I'm an angel minister, right? And that's what had got me kicked out of the other house. I had summoned up the house full of angels. That lady came home. She's like, do you think God gonna help you? I was like, okay, demon has showed up.
Oh my God.
I was like, you think he's not gonna help you? I was like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm complete. Yeah.
Oh
But I ain't
my
gonna lie to
God.
y'all. I had summoned up all the angels. I was in my ministry, and there was this one exercise where she started calling forth the angels, and she started. So this person didn't really want me to use their printer and computer. Fine, but they left one day. Someone, have you ever print my stuff out right quick? Girl, the printer got a glitch in it. Do you remember Lucy had that one program where the thing was on a conveyor belt and the stuff
Oh
just
yeah, the
kept coming?
candy, the chocolate candy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how the printer was. The printer was going, ching, 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 and ching, ching. I mean, it seemed like hours, but it was like maybe for like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, could just kept trying to stop it, started again. It kept going, I started again, ching, ching, ching. Oh my God, I was sweating. Oh my God, it was so crazy. So when I finally got the printer to stop, I'm like, what lesson is this? And it was a lesson with all those angels. And I sat up there and I called them forth. The house was full of angels, big ones, little ones, tall ones. They was everywhere. When she came home, she lost her mind. I was like, ooh, them angels, she could, ooh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the angels took her out. So I'm at my friends, I'm at it was my last circle. And the ladies, she said her brother on drugs, I could go there. I'm like, mm-mm. And they was like, well, you got a lot of nerve. We offering you places to stay. And you telling us no. I'm like, because I can't go there. Like Spirit had me
And
like,
why would they even give that to you? Why would they
okay,
even offer that?
okay, good. Guess what? I didn't get the hint. I didn't get the hint out of those conversations. But where I ended up going was perfect. I went to stay with my friend in Mexican town, and she had just moved there. And me and my other friend had just went there to help her clean it up before she moved in. I was like,
Oh wow.
oh, I was cleaning it up for her, but I really was cleaning it up for me.
How about that?
So but girls, Mexican town is so nice down there. It's so not because it really is community. Mexican town really is community. They'd be like, oh, you new over here? I'd be like, oh, y'all know who lived in the neighborhood? You know what I mean? They would come across the streets like, oh, you the new neighbor, you staying upstairs. Or if I was walking to the store at night, the one guy said to me, you going to the store? Oh, I'm gonna walk with you because you ain't supposed to walk by yourself. I'm like,
Oh
okay, we
wow.
talked and talked. Then I left the store before him. He was like, hey, you're supposed to walk me home. Wait up, I'm coming. So it was like that kind of neighborhood. So I don't know why I'm telling y'all all of that. But okay, Alita, I get the whole thing about prayer. You triggered me around prayer. Queen Aduni, how about you? What would you like to? You're on mute, baby.
I was just saying all of the above. And
okay,
for me, leadership.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's the thing I keep running up against. I keep going, what am I going to teach? Spirit's like, would you find out from them? I told you that before. Because, I'd be all over the place. But it's like, ask them what they want to learn about. And then I can just pick a subject and we can just talk about it. Lolly, I just want to know the question I'm asking before we finish reading what the bleep is, listen to what the bleep is. What subject would you like for me to talk about on Thursday? Spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, relationships, leadership showed up. what subject would you like to hear more about or delve into in a deeper conversation about? Love Lolly.
No, because I love everything. But I guess let's say relationships. Yeah.
All right, I got it. All right, Queen. So I got those down. And I think where we're gonna go first, and I'll try that for next week, where we're gonna go first, because I'm really starting to see the class is more than one class. You know what I mean? Like we could talk about prayer, but that's more than one class. That's more than one class. You know, it'd be like a series like this right here, like this. And when we did the law of compensation, it was like 3 or 4 classes for that, right? And this one is like 3. This will be the last time, right? So it's more like a series than a one-hit wonder. Okay, so we'll look at that. All right, Queen. So I'm ready for the movie now.
Now what
Thank you, ladies, for your input.
And I'm not sure where we start, but I thought because it didn't go back, it usually stays there. But I think we were here. It was right after the party, right?
And let's look at it. We're really close to the end.
Hey, Queen, when you get a chance, can you forward to me the code and everything to get on Zoom with my computer, because I can't seem to use the same one as I am for the phone. I haven't been able to get on the computer Zoom. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, let's see, Rev, if this is the space. This is right after the party.
I don't remember that. Anybody else remember that?
No. So see, here's the party and stuff, and I think we stopped right after that.
Go back to the party a little bit.
Said before, it ain't a Polish wedding without a polka.
It's not moving. It's not moving on our side. I see you over there reacting. I'm like, she ain't moved.
What'd you say, honey?
She's not moving over here.
Oh.
She's just laying down.
Really? Okay, let me come out. Exit first. I don't want to do that. You see something different now?
See a lady, look like she might be dancing.
Yeah, okay. Is it moving? It's not
Maybe
moving.
if you go over here and click because it's an arrow, it should be two things. So click that part where it starts the movie. Yeah, over there. Yeah, where all the way over, it's an arrow right now, but you want the two bars rather than the arrow, right where you start the movie, where the sound is.
Yeah, I've been doing it. I don't know why it's frozen. Is it frozen on yours? Anyone else's? Alita? Lolly?
Yeah,
It's
yes.
frozen?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Go
Oh,
over and click can you go over and click the bar to start it? Like you're gonna start it over here? Use your pointer.
I did that already.
But we can see the pointer, but we don't see you doing it on ours though.
I just did it.
Oh. Mercury retrograde is giving me a hard time this
So
time
yeah,
around.
let me tell you, Philip's show last night and last week. The sound would not work. We did it from my computer. We did it from his computer.
You might need to re-download it again.
That's what I'm thinking with Zoom. I need to
Re-download Zoom. When it start acting up like that, it's time to update.
So can we go to something else? Because that might, I don't know what that.
Okay, can you go out and come back in one more time to see what happens?
Stop share. I mean, we spent like a half an hour just till we said, forget it. Okay, maybe this. Let's get rid of that. Let's what's here? Okay, that's that. Let's get rid of that. Let's go into hurts. YouTube. And what the bleep. Then can y'all hear it? No?
Okay. Okay. All right, so we can go to something else.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, because I was saying something.
There it is. There it is.
Okay.
Okay, we didn't. Can you go back a little bit? Yeah. Just about right there. Should have kept going. It stopped again.
Or them little characters things.
Yeah, I remember those now.
Yeah. Those little eagles. Little eaglets.
Everybody had some around them, had them acting up. Okay, so yours still moving? It's not moving, it's unfroze again.
Wow.
But the two bars are up this time, but it's just froze.
Okay, I stopped it. I started. I stop. Start.
Can you move,
Let me
can you move the
forward, let me
video
go
forward?
Daily basis. When that cell finally decides to divide,
Did it move?
when it
You can
produces
hear him
a
talking.
cell or a daughter cell, that next cell will have more receptor sites for those particular emotional neuropeptides and less receptor sites for vitamins, minerals, nutrients, fluid exchange, or even the release of waste products or
It's
toxins.
still
It's
not
expensive,
moving?
but
Now,
it's
all
not moving.
result
right.
of improper
That's
protein
not what we're
production. What
supposed to
happens
be
when we age?
doing today. How about that?
Clearly,
There's
clearly
a
not.
toxicity while lectin is a protein.
That's fine.
To our enzymes, we don't digest as well. What happens
Hear
to
him
our
talking
smooth
though.
food?
Yeah,
Those
and
are
click to
proteins.
exit full
Brittle and stiff.
screen.
What happens to our bones? They become thin. So all aging is a result of improper protein.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, we'll have to work on
Bleep?
that.
What the bleep?
So we can see
The
what
bleep
that
is
is,
going on.
right? Okay, so let's shift to this right now. Okay, because this is like, okay. So there's this principle. If you are at home, I want you to, we're gonna do an exercise. Because we're gonna actually start to take this conversation outside. And what I'm gonna say is called outside the 9 dots. So if you're at home and you got pencil and paper right beside you, I want you to create 9 dots that look like this. You'll get a little puzzle. Okay. Can you see it? Oh, you can see it. See those 9 dots like that?
Right.
Yeah,
I want you to make a piece of paper and do 9 dots like that. Everybody who can see it, do 9 dots like that. Right?
Where's mine?
Oop. Excuse me. Lecrecia and Ebony, make 9 dots like that.
You see that?
Oh, yes, I could do that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Ebony,
gonna
you
play a
have the
little-
ability to do that? She said, oh yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Handle that.
Hey, ladies, welcome. We couldn't finish looking at what the bleep. We got a little glitch in the theme, but we'll get back to it.
Yeah, we got a
So-
little bleep in the
In the bleep.
What the
Yeah.
bleep?
So let me know when you're done. So what I want you to do is, it might take you a couple of tries. I want you to connect all the dots without taking your pencil off the page. Connect all the dots. Uh-huh. You should see Ebony. She's like, hell no, I ain't trying to think that hard. I just woke up.
Like that?
Okay, that's the 9 dots. Now try to connect all the dots. Put your people on one of the dots and then try to connect all the dots without taking your pencil off the page.
I've done that before, but
Ebony said she did it before. She don't remember.
yeah.
Okay,
Me
so
too, and I'm trying to like, what, something. Okay, I'll probably have to scratch that out and
Okay.
do it again.
yeah,
and
you might
scratch
have to
that
do it a
out.
couple of times. The object of the puzzle is to connect a square of 9 dots with 4 straight lines without taking the pencil off your paper. So you only get to use 4 lines and you don't get to take the pencil off your paper.
Messed up.
Mind boggling.
So this is like one of the questions I asked the ladies before we started today is like, what conversations, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, would you like to talk about next, right? And so this is the beginning, because the first thing I'm committed to is that we start to think a different kind of way and say things, new things, not old things, new things. We want new things to happen to us, but you keep saying the same thing over and over and over. You can't do that, right? So how many have tried a couple of times? Did anybody get close?
Yeah, I got
I
it.
think I
Got it.
I think so. I had to start over again, but
Okay, do it. Let me see it. So
all right, so I think I got it. So this was the first one, and I was like, okay, I got to redo it because I don't think I did it right.
nope, that's not it. That's not it. Nope.
Like I said, I think I had it.
Nope, that's not it. Let me see some of what y'all got.
Okay.
Because this is going to actually show you this going to actually show you the limits that you have on your thinking.
Yeah.
This going to show you the limits you have on your thinking. How you got everything contained. Okay, Sheila got it. The point of this is you got yourself inside of a box and you don't know you are inside of a box in your thinking. And so this is an exercise to show you that you can take the limits off the box. You notice all y'all lines inside of the box. Look at your boxes. Look at your lines. They all in none of them. So
Right.
And it's all about your perception. So this is an exercise to show you that you have the ability to break through your imaginary boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And how you do that is you have to extend the line beyond the dots. So you have to reinvent how you look at things. Queen Aduni, show them how to do it.
I'm making it bigger.
Okay.
Give me a second.
So what happens is, let's see that. Pull it down a little bit. No, Ebony, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much, Ebony. Ebony, I love you so much. I love you so much, Ebony. I love you so much. I love you. I love you, Ebony. Did you see that, Lecrecia? I love you so much. That's so good. I love you so much. Look at her. She want outside the box so bad. I love you, Ebony. She want outside the box bad. She like, I'm gonna go this way. I'm out that box. That is so funny. Right? So once you really see it, you'll actually see something becomes aware that you weren't aware of before. It's actually going to give you the first time you're going to be able to step outside of the box and the strategy that you created for yourself that you live in. Okay, show it. See, this is how it looks, you guys. Look at Queen Adoni's.
Let's see if I.
Okay, draw it for. Draw it for them. Yeah, draw it for them.
Okay.
With your finger, show them which way it goes. Can you hold it up and show them how it? Okay, she got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, go ahead, show it to them.
So I started here.
Huh?
Here's my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I went up here. Then I went past that line. And I came down past the box to here, outside of the box, and then straight up.
Y'all see that?
I thought you had to connect all the dots. Like I thought you had to connect.
Like you did connect all her dots.
Oh, not. Oh,
okay.
okay.
The thing is, you cannot pick your
pencil up.
Your pencil.
But I thought,
Oh, you
that
can't go over the same thing at the same.
Look at her. She done
time.
look. She done multiply. I love this girl though. Lecrecia multiplied her box, honey. She didn't stay within. Okay, fine. This is all I got. I'm gonna multiply it. Put that back up there. I'm screaming at you right now. She got her like 10 boxes. Look at that up there. She got about 10 boxes.
I thought that you had to make sure each and every one each way had to be connected.
No, just connect the 9 dots. Not all of this. All the dots. You only get 4 lines. How many lines? She done made her about 10 lines.
I was trying to connect all the boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, that
All
is
the
so.
dots, I mean.
That's so funny to me. I love you, Lecrecia. Lecrecia, like, I'm gonna get mine and she gonna multiply it.
Okay, so I went here. I went straight up to that box, to that line.
Started outside of the box and went straight up to the top of the box.
And no, I'm on the, this is the box, this is the dot. I went straight up and then I went straight across, but I went out so that I can grab these. I went out so I can come back and grab that. So I had to step out the box here, and I had to step out right here.
And step outside of the box.
To make it all touch.
Got to step outside of the box. That's the whole point.
Okay.
So that's letting you know the limit that you even have on your own thinking. Keisha, like, what the heck? Okay, so what did y'all see about that? Because what if you are just doomed to stay inside of the 9 dots? You couldn't come out. What? See, Lecrecia, she go make her so okay. That's all I got. I'm gonna multiply what
work
I got.
within this box, right?
You know what I mean? This girl is about increase and she mean it. Ebony show. She gonna get hers.
Any means necessary.
I know, right? If I gotta take these little dots and multiply them 10 times, I'm gonna get my increase. That's the best one ever. Ebony, put yours up. Let me see it. How your dots connected. Oh, she went all around the mulberry bush. Wait a minute. Put it up there, Ebony.
Let me go back to my desk so I can get my little paper because I had to try again because y'all got me messed up. I'm gonna figure this out. I did it a few different ways. So this is my other one.
It's like a pair of pants or something, you know.
And then this was my one. After y'all told me I was blessed, okay? I'm like, I'm just gonna go around. I didn't take off my pen.
Okay.
And that was my Mr. Queen way.
Yeah. So that's it's actually teaching you, right? To have to live inside of the box. So you guys want to really think about. I'm sorry, Ebony, say it again.
That was me. I was just saying outside the circle, and then I mean outside the box. Yeah. Outside. Think outside.
But just think about that. How many people you guys know, including us, don't think outside the box?
The majority.
And when you start to talk to people about saying something new or stepping outside of the box, they will fight you with all they might. Right? Or even for yourself. If somebody's asking you to do something differently than you've always done it, you have a problem with that because you already know this work. But for you to go to the next level, Alita, you got to step outside of the box of what you already know.
Tis true, yes.
Yep, that's where yours is coming in. You got your world and how it go, and you're unwilling to go outside of that box. And that's once you're not willing to go outside of the box, you get stuck.
That's true.
Yeah, and Alicia, you get to change, having the major changes in your life. Your husband, going on about his world. and passing and stuff. And so everything switched because you was in a routine.
Yeah, true.
What y'all did, you walked you certain times, you did this. So everything shattered. And now you get to create anew.
True.
And prayer is one of the top things that you want to accomplish in that creation. And then everything else around that to follow that. Because prayer is the most getting that the direction.
That connection.
The connection.
Yeah, I'm missing that. Because,
and-
the latter years, I was more of a caregiver, and now I need to care me. Take care
Right.
of me.
Right. The thing I want to say though is if you did that a couple of times, you would find yourself not being fulfilled because you're trying to do the same thing, go a different way, so you find yourself. So you're doing the same thing in your life.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well, let me go around this way. Here you go, Ebony. Let me make a stick right here. Lecrecia, I can't even get over that. She just like, I'm gonna get this every kind of way. She gonna cross all them dots, multiply them. That girl, in her mind, you can actually see how that girl mind is running. She gonna get that, right? So that's the part, right? Because when we have to start from scratch, we don't like it.
That's
I know when I had to start from scratch, that's what's taking me so long because in my world, it's like I did this already. And I had to give up. I did this already. Right? I done worked hard. I done accumulated. I done did what I was supposed to do. Now it's all gone. You want me to start over? Oh, no. See, that ain't right. Right? So I spent 2 years arguing with the universe that was wrong and they needed to correct that.
How'd that go for you?
It didn't go well. No, it didn't go well.
Sure, for sure.
Yeah, because we have an idea that life should be a certain way.
Yeah.
This is not how it should be.
That's your routine. Yeah, you got your routine going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but hand is up when you finish.
Okay, good. Because listen, you guys, we spend our life playing the 9-dot game with our whole life. Some people never get outside of the 9 dots, but they'll try it this way. They'll try every kind of way that we saw that puzzle just being played. People have tried that. That's their life.
Yeah.
And they spend their whole life trying to get outside of the box and never make it outside of the box. And then start going, well, what happened? I played the game and it still didn't work. Y'all know people like that? My dad was like that. My dad was like, hell, I can go. I done did all I was supposed to do, raise my kids, took care of my family, worked hard, trained other people, mentored for, and this all I got? Oh no, I can go. I'm done. And I saw life, life diminished because it was like, okay, I'm complete then. Right? So, but one thing that was really powerful about my dad dying, my family was always into politics and what was going social justice. And we used to have talks and my dad used to say, we're like, Dad, you ever think it's going to be a black president? Shoot, these white people ain't going to let there be no black president. Right? And so my dad died right before Obama became president, but my dad was in the service. And so the Marines came to his funeral and they folded up that flag and that guy came and stood down in front of me and he said, I broke out in tears. He said, on behalf of Barack Obama.
Wow.
I was like, oh, Dad. My dad still, I got chills all over. I know that's true. My dad got it in that moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very moving. My dad got it in that moment. Something that he didn't ever think was possible. Last moment was possible. So that was powerful, right? So, and that's what I'm really present to. I was looking the other day at how many people reach the pinnacle at an older point in their life. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken. He didn't get there till he was 50.
Oh, right.
Right. And there was a whole list of people that the point of it was never give up.
Yeah.
If you got a dream or is there something you want, never give up.
Star's hand is up.
Oh, Star. Thank you, Queen. Star, what do you want to say?
I have seen some beautiful things this morning. And I asked God, I said, well, why am I seeing this now with all this power? Queen, where are you? I need you to hear this.
I hears you. I hears you.
Okay, I said, why am I seeing this now? And he said, because of the birthing that's coming up. Queen Aduni, thank you for being obedient. We have been on this anointed platform for a year. Elizabeth's coming in and out, growing, sitting in the anointing. And God said that the birthing is not just going to affect those in the building. It's not just going to affect those on Zoom watching it. God is going to take the anointing from that all out into the world. People are not going to know what happened. They're just going to feel the effects from the birthing. And I had always wondered, what is it about these Elizabeths? What is it about them? And the power, the anointing from the Elizabeth group is what's helping to stream what comes from the birthing out to people all over the world. I cannot stay after I say this. He just wanted me to come in and say this now so that we will know we have not, you getting up 5 days a week, Queen, and doing this has not been for nothing. It has been for this. I don't know what's going to happen after the conference.
Yeah, I got that.
I just know that the birthing is going to help a lot of people. Danny's not on here, but the Rev is. And so I just wanted to let everyone know we haven't been doing this for no reason. Not only is it going to help us, it's going to help the world. So that is what I had to say. Queens, Elizabeths, I'm complete. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a beautiful day.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you, alien. Come
May
down.
I-
Boom. Back up.
May I follow that up with these words? And what Star just said just now made more sense. And it clicked of what that meant. At my 4 a.m. wake up this morning.
Come on camera, Bridget. Thank you,
What Star just said now coincides with what I heard with my 4 a.m. wake up this morning. Games are not won in the first quarter, the second quarter, or the third quarter. Games are won in the fourth quarter. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter how far behind, where you got started. It's the fourth quarter where it happens and where it all means. When you look at what Rev just said, Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s with his Social Security check. Companies have been built by people over 50.
Yes.
That's when it got started. That's when they built them. Not in their 20s, not in their 30s. It's sometimes their 40s, but it's those 50s. And that is wherever you are in your life, no matter what your age is, it's that fourth quarter is what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at what's about to happen starting tomorrow, ladies, we've entered the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah, we about to shoot the game changer, the last shot for the game.
We about to throw the pedal.
Yeah.
To the giant.
Yep.
Yep. What was that? Yeah, that's what David threw, and that's what knocked him out.
Yeah. So the piece I want to say about the 9 dots is life doesn't turn out the way you think it should, right? But life just turns out the way it turns out. and you have to be open to how it turns out, right? And as you continue to go in life, if you look at the puzzle, the line is open, but the line with the arrow coming out of the box, guess what? There's room to make more boxes, another dot, to connect another dot. You put some more dots up there and you can it's really connect the dot. Like once you come to the end of something and you think that's over, it's not over. It's time to create another paradigm to live from, to act from, right? Okay, so there's no limits on your box and how you can make the box. Like you got stopped. You may be done with that part, but now you can make 9 more dots and create another paradigm and do it over and over and over again. It's not the end. And most people think that once they do one thing, that's it and they're done. They've got a limit on what they can create and cause, right? So it's how you break the dominance, because you're not the only one in that paradigm. It's a human paradigm. We're all inside of the paradigm, and some of us know how to get out and some of us don't. Okay. The first step is the same as the first step in solving. You always got to be willing to take the first step out of your imaginary frame, your imaginary box, right? And look at the parameters of where you got yourself stopped, and can you move past your parameters? So that's the whole point of the 9 dots. For you to really you're never stuck in life. And you have to just keep working it until you get unstuck. So that's what I want to say about that little exercise. So what did you guys see about the exercise for yourself?
For me, it's okay. I'm coming on. I'm sorry, Queen, because I know you're getting ready to fuss at me. For me, it's not. It's 2 things. Don't allow yourself to get boxed in, but at the same time, don't allow others to box you in.
Okay. I got something to say about that. Okay, good, but we'll stay right there. Okay, good. Who else? What'd you see about that exercise?
I want to say that everybody's perception is different about how you perceive things, makes a difference. Like in your life, everybody, you have this idea, and then everybody perceived it in a different way. So perception is very strong.
And Ebony, how about you?
You look pretty in that red, girl.
Oh, thank you. You guys are amazing as well. So I was gonna say perception. This Lecrecia already brought it up. But definitely the perception and my connection to listening, because I seen what you was doing, but I didn't hear what was going on.
Very good.
So, and that's a running track record in my life anyway, because I just toot to my own horn. So it was a personal connection with my own life that made it make sense once I held it up like, that ain't what she said. But I get it.
Okay, wait a minute, you guys. Somebody coming over here. I gotta send them the address. Hold on 1 second, okay?
I think one of the things that not understanding thinking that you understand, thinking that I understand what the instructions are, and not understanding, finding out you didn't really get it in the way that they were saying it, even though they said it point blank. Then we add all this other, it's got to be, she must have said, and then you go at it. But I guess you really don't know did you really understand it until you do it. Then you find out whether you understood it or not,
Okay. The biggest thing in that is listening, right? We're going to do this exercise too. What somebody is saying and what Ebony said, what somebody is saying and what you're hearing, a lot of times it's 2 different things.
Yeah.
Right. I'll give you an example. I was with one of my friends, this turned into a big fight too. She had a conversation about herself from school that she was stupid, right? One day we were in a conversation and I said, girl, that's so stupid. And she snapped.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the hell wrong with her? And she was like, I'm not stupid, calling me stupid. I was like, I did not call you stupid. I said, what you was talking about was stupid. There's a difference. So a lot of times what somebody is saying and what you're hearing is two different things. And sometimes you have to check in with people to go, okay, let me be clear. Is this what you're saying? Because what you're saying and what they're saying and what you're hearing and vice versa, what you're saying and what they're hearing is two different things. You know, we did a course one time and it's a term, it's called your already always way of listening. Already always way of listening. It's already there. Your way of listening and how you listen to life, it's already there. Right? And you have an opinion and a judgment about everything. I don't care what subject I brought up. If I said, give me one word for this subject, you would have something to say about every subject. Okay. I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm talking about. If I say doctors, what's there for you? Doctors are, y'all thinking about it. You don't have to think about it. It's right there. It already came up already. Y'all just got to say it. When I said doctors, what, huh?
Helpers.
Helpers. I say doctors, what you hear?
Sick.
Sick. Doctors. What you hear, Lecrecia? Doctors. What you hear?
Medical.
Medical. Okay, good. Okay, if I say lawyer, what's there?
Quack.
Quack. Lawyers. What's there? Okay, this is right there. It comes up immediately. Right there, right there. What's there? Doctors. I mean lawyers. What's there?
Money.
Money.
Trouble.
Doctors. What's trouble. Trouble.
Liars.
Liars. Okay, it's right there.
Court.
Court. Right? So it's how you're listening. The listening is already, if I say teenagers, oh no, let me break it down. Millennials. What's there when you hear the word millennials? So what said Lecrecia is right there. She's like, oh yeah, that right there.
Teenagers.
Teenagers, millennials, what's there?
Stress.
Stress. Millennials, what's there? Tell the truth. When you hear millennials, okay, here come the millennials. What you gonna hear?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna hear tic tac. You're gonna hear
tic tac.
TikTok, I mean.
No, you really meant tic-tac.
And then you see a telephone attached to their body.
Right. Oh my God. Okay, that brings me to tears.
Tic-tac.
All right. If I say to you ladies, men, what's there? Just say it. It's right there. As soon as I say the word, y'all can't even say, I'm screaming so hard. Ebony just started shaking hands like I ain't even addressing it. Keisha just turned, she just turned the other way like, Oh my God.
Several things came to mind. All at once.
All at once, the good, bad, and the indifferent. All of it.
Oh my God, that is so funny to me. Y'all funny this morning. So that's the part I'm pointing out, you guys. We have an already always way of listening. Everything we are so inside of our paradigm of how we're listening. So if somebody come and say something, when they say it, you already made a judgment and assessment about what it is, even before you've heard what it is, because you already know. You sometimes start talking about men. These women on this call go like, okay, I'm gonna get right with you. Hold on a minute, right? So the part I'm really pointing out is in the listening, because we're listening through a filter and we don't even realize we're listening through a filter. And so at some point in life, do you know how much it's sort of like you know that filter that's in the sink that catch all the garbage? Yeah. As it so it don't go down in your sink and plug it up. We got that same kind of filter in our ears. So our ears are plugged up. We can't even hear no more. You know how somebody started talking to you and it'd be like, I can't even hear that. I can't be, no, don't even talk to me about that. No. Right? Because our filter for listening is already clogged up with all the stuff that we've heard already in our lives. Right? So, and you have to start to notice where you listen to people from. How you listen to people, like when they're talking, you go, oh, that's good. That's bad. Oh, I like that. I don't like that. How I used to really listen before I learned this, how I used to listen for, just give me the bottom line. You people want to talk and talk and talk. I don't need to know all that. Just what's the bottom line? What you want from me is what I want to know. What you want from me? What that's got to do with me? That's how I would listen to people, right? It's some more too. Good, bad, right, wrong. I like it. I don't like it. There's like different ways that we listen to people when they're talking, right? And so you have to notice that, because then people have more opportunity to be in communication with you, because most of the time we be done cut people off even before they don't say everything they had to say. How many of you notice when you don't cut somebody out? Because listen, I told somebody I might as well put a sign up to say goodbye. Put a sign up. You talking to me, I might as well put a sign up to say goodbye, because I'm gone. I ain't even listening to you no more. I'm going on about what else I got to do for my day. Right? Or, like we listen from, does that have something to do with me? What that's got to do with me?
Yeah.
If it don't have nothing to do with me, whatever. So that's the piece I want to say about that. It's the human paradigm that we listen from. And there's more about that, but this just happened to come up. I'm in my throat. This just happened to come up when Ebony brought up listening. I think that was Ebony. How you listen to people. So that's a pretty thing. So let me ask you about a couple of people in your life. How, give me somebody in your life. Pick somebody in your life that you, anybody, pick somebody in your life. Sheila, pick somebody.
In regards to what?
Oh, your sister, the one, the one that you talk about all the time.
Sharita?
Yeah. How do you listen to Rita?
Sharita?
Yeah, Rita. How do you listen to her? She's what?
I listen to her as my youngest sister.
Okay.
I listen to her as
oh, mercy.
What she used to do when she was young, the mischievousness.
Okay, but don't describe her. When you see her coming or you pick up the phone, there's already what's your listening of her?
She wants something.
Okay, good. Even before she can open her mouth, what's already there is what she want. What you want?
Oh, yeah. Well, not just her, but it's like, now that my son doesn't have a car, when he calls, it's like, oh God, is he gonna have me going way over here to pick someone? All that, yeah.
Okay, good. Yep, right. So yeah. Who else? Pick somebody in your life that you have difficulty in communication with them. Pick somebody.
Oh, Fonte.
Okay, go ahead, Lecrecia.
My sister.
Okay, good. When your sister call you, what's already there?
Oh,
or you see her coming.
What's she about to complain about now?
Yeah, already there.
I'm like, okay, here we go.
Okay, all right, right. Wait a minute, my brother, before he passed away, when we would have family outings, he would show up and be like, okay, everybody, don't say nothing. He get triggered so fast, he'll mess up the whole party for everybody. That's how we listen to him. And guess what? That's how he showed up every doggone time. Right? Who else? Ebony, who in your life?
It's my sister.
Okay.
I just put in a post like, what is with these sisters?
Yes.
Because
I
we're
have
sisters,
sisters
we're
that
their
cut me
sisters.
off.
Yeah.
So what, when you
Mhm.
see your sister coming, what you say? Or you hear her voice, what you say? Or how you listen to her?
I cannot say anything. She stopped talking to me. I'm like, she know I'm a wall, so let me find something to do with myself.
Oh,
I
okay.
know she not gonna talk to me.
All right. All
'Cause
right. All right.
yep,
All right.
I wouldn't help her. I finally said no to her because I'm
Yeah.
the big sister. I finally was something she can't get no help from no more. And she just stopped talking to me. It's been months now.
Okay. Well, give me one that you're talking to, that when you see him coming, you go, oh Lord.
Ooh. Oh my God, so many.
Girl, wait a minute. I saw a whole line of people. Oh my
Yes,
God,
yes, the whole line of people. I'm forgiving. I'm working on my grievances now. But
say she's working on her forgiveness. But this is the part I just want, this is the, okay, so this is the part I want to point out about that. It's like, if that's how you listen, people, that's how they gonna show up for you. If you listen to them like, oh my God, right? I'm gonna tell you something. My brother that we used to listen to like that, I started listening to him like he was my hero. Right? And I would go, okay, here comes my hero. And guess what? He would show up like a hero. Right? So it's like how I was listening to him. If I listened to him like, he just a poop butt. Well, that's how he would show up, like a poop butt. So I had to shift. And my mother, oh my God, I realized that this conversation right here altered my relationship with my mother. Because when I was doing the course, and it's like, how do you listen to your mother? I was like, I don't have that issue, right? But the girl next to me, she started going through the people in her life. My daddy, that's how I listen to my daddy and my mama and my brother. I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me get in the game. I'm missing it, right? And I bust out laughing in front of all these people, because how did I listen to my mother? I listened to my mother like the adults in Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. That's how I listen to my mother. I was 30 something.
Oh my God.
And I stopped listening to my mother at about 15, 16. My mother would start fussing at me and I would just go click. And all I heard was wah, 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 wah. That's all I ever heard. My mother's biggest complaint about me is you don't listen to me. And if you listen to me, life would be better for you. Because I didn't listen to her. But I used to say, how can you not listen to you? Fussing all the time. You got to hear that. I would fuss with her. Okay, so everything I'm talking about, you guys, is inside of the dots. Because to listen people differently in your life, you got to come outside of what you already know about them. And guess what? You get to create it. That's what I want to say about that. Shifted my relationship with my mother totally 360 degrees. Our life was not the same after I really got that. Because what my mother was fussing about was this, in between the lines, and I said, I love you very much. You my only daughter. This has got to turn out. That's what my mother was really saying.
Mm-hmm.
I love you very much, in between the lines. So when my mother would stop fussing at me, I would go, ah, you love me. She'd be like, I don't love you. I'm trying to teach you something right now. Go, oh, you love me. Give me some sugars. And my mom had a big belly, right? I was like, push your belly back so I can sit on your lap. Push your belly back so I can sit on her lap. Mm-hmm. Right? It just shifted our whole conversation, because I really got, my mother was saying how much she loved me, and how she said it was she fussed. But in my family, that's what we did. We fussed with each other. As the paradigm that our family lived in, we didn't say, I love you. This is how we said, I love you in my family. Who ate a bottle of cookies and left one cookie in here? I love you. Right? Why would you leave this little bit of Kool-Aid in the refrigerator? I love you. Mm-hmm. That's how it sounded in our family. And I really got that in my family. So I had two brothers and a dad, my mom. So I started saying, okay, how we say I love you is we screamed at each other. How about I just start saying I love you? So I would be on the phone with my brother and them, and we get the time, I'm like, okay, boo, I love you. They go, okay. right? They thought something was really, really wrong with me. They're like, what's wrong with her? Why is she going around? My mother be like, I love you too, baby. She was waiting for us to give her back love. I love you too, baby, right? By the time I got through giving them so much love, my brothers would start beating me, saying I love you. And my dad too. They would be like, I love you, sis. They started beating me, saying it. So I'm just saying this, like how we have the ability to turn conversations around because we're willing to step outside of the paradigm of what we already know about the people in our life and ourselves. Because you have a way that you listen yourself. I didn't do this in a timely manner. I should have did this better. I should have did that better. I'll take all of that out. What's happening is just what's happening. What's so is what's so. That's it. What's so about this? I didn't do it on time. Okay, good. Did you die? Did life? No. Okay, the next time do it on time. And you keep doing that until you do it on time. That's all there is that's going on. Life don't turn out like it should. Life turns out the way it turns out. So that's what I want to say about that. What y'all got to say? I know y'all not stunned. What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna jump in here.
Y'all looking at me like, what the hell? Why's she gonna take us there today? Okay, welcome to my world.
After we always said, I love you. But my father's response, because my father too was military. My father was in the Navy. So whenever we would say, I love you, Dad, we would hug and kiss on my dad. My dad would scrunch all up. And then when we would say, I love you, he would go, I love me too. That was his way of saying, I love you too. But after we lost him and that foundation went, we started telling each other more, I love you. And we would say, I love you back. But we would always jokingly add that, I love me too. And because that was that remembrance of my father. But it made me think about, we would, when you were saying, who ate the last of the cookies? That would be my father's thing. My father loved windmill cookies. Don't eat his windmill cookies and leave one because he would then lose it. And I realized I carried that in of, don't eat the last of my stuff because I will lose it. But it's how we carry those things. But then what you said is how you shift things. And this might not quite apply, but when I decided to start my business, when I decided to go into business for myself, I started off in real estate. I found I didn't like it. So I kept my real estate license, but I was like, I'm not doing this. And I put it off to the side. Little did I realize there was someone behind me watching me, which is my niece. My niece then has gone on to school to get her esthetician's license. And she just finished a microblading class and she's starting out on her own. Little did I realize that this child was back here watching me. So it's what you say, but it's also what you do, because you never know who's watching you.
Yeah. Okay, anybody else, what y'all see from this conversation? And where could you apply it and where to make a difference?
Probably my girlfriend's daughter. Because she's going through so much mentally. She told her mother, you went back to work so you could get away from Koa. And her mother like, what the heck? Koa's this grandson. I'm trying to keep a roof over our head and to keep the car from being repossessed. Anyway, so every time Mecca calls, what does she want? Yeah, because she always wants something, but she always feels as if, and I need to know how to tell, you don't have to give me a gift every time you see me. You don't, I appreciate it. I do, but it's like she's paying for love. I feel like she feels she has to pay for our helping her out all the time. And it's like, no, I help you out because you need help. Because you asked me and I have the time and I know how to say no. I'm a grown up.
I think she might be showing. I think she might be showing you. I must be. This conversation must be really deep because throat keep trying to close down.
Yeah.
I think she's showing you. I gotta say it. I think she's showing you how you have a difficult time receiving.
Oh.
And being appreciated and acknowledged.
Ooh. Okay, I get that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that somebody is given to you freely and openly, and you think they trying because they need some love. No, because you need some gifts. You need to be acknowledged and appreciated. And you trying to send it back.
You asked me to give you stuff. I give you stuff. Now you want to judge who I give it from
and how
where it comes through. Yeah.
Okay, can you get that?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, good. That's what I heard in that. Okay, anybody else want to say anything about this conversation?
Well, I know. With my sister, Star and I have been operating from what we're learning, and and really appreciating and seeing the change because we are not expecting it from her now anymore like that. And allowing and holding the space for the evolution as she, evolves, and we also evolved in where we were coming from. So that's yeah, and then seeing how responsible, is that the word I want? I don't think that's what the word. That anyway, it's easier for new things to show up concerning her that we can appreciate, and likewise, because we're not coming at her in that way, So yeah, taking on that. And my mom, one day I told her, I said, Mom, you are not very affectionate. That's how I talked to my mom. Oh, you're not very affectionate. And she looked at me, she said, yeah. I said, do you know that I have to hug you to get a hug? Yeah. And she's reflecting on her past life and things why she's like she is. I said, I just wanted to make sure because I'm still gonna hug you. I still love you. And I just recognize that is your way. That's your way of being. But she said, I see that. And then from there on, she did, come forth with more love, because I said, because it's okay that I just wanted to know, that, I have to initiate the hug. She'll hug me now, but I would have to initiate it.
Got it.
Anyway, that was,
So this is what I want to take on for this week. Anybody else want to say anything about this? This is what I want to take on. The next Thursday, we're going to talk about it. I want y'all to pick one person or whoever you come across today and notice how you're listening to them when you see them coming and they start talking, how you listening to them, right? And then I want you to switch your listening of them and see what happens. Right? So anybody know somebody that they go see today that they go, okay, I'm going to switch my listening to them and see what happens. Anybody go see somebody today?
RJ.
Okay, so how you listen, RJ?
Well, he's usually talking about his video games or the characters that he draws. He's attempting to explain to me, and it's like,
okay, good. When he's doing that, what do you
hear it? I don't understand the thing this boy is saying, but I'm gonna pay attention.
Okay, good. So how you gonna listen to him today?
I'm gonna ask him to clarify more.
Okay, that's what I heard too. I
Yeah,
heard you saying, you know what? Yeah, I heard that too. Okay, that's really good. So
Oh,
you
I
gonna
just wanted to
actually,
say he joined the choir at school, after school
ooh,
choir.
wow, look at him. See what he's doing when y'all letting him have his own space. He making up his own world.
Yes, he is.
I love it. All right, who you guys gonna see today? And if you see them, you're gonna listen to them differently.
Well, I'm gonna listen to my youngest son, the one that come in here and give me a hug every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my listening to him because he say I don't listen. So I'm gonna change.
Okay.
And he always
Okay.
does it at a time that I'm busy, but he want me to stop everything just to listen to him. So I'm gonna just stop everything and I'm just gonna listen to him.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna add something to it. I want you to say, you know what? Let me stop and listen to you, and I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Go for it.
Yeah,
Let him say,
don't get caught up in.
yeah, give him 5 minutes and tell him to go for it.
Yeah.
Right. But then I want you to listen to him. I want you to listen to him in a particular way. Like he's saying the most interesting thing ever. It's like so exciting what he's saying. Like the same energy that he brings to it. I want you to bring that same listening energy to your listening for him and what he's saying, and see what happens. But for you, it's more like a practice.
Everything is exciting. I'm like, okay.
Okay, but you're gonna give him 5 minutes of your full, okay, and then listen to him like it's so exciting, and you so about what he's sharing with you, like. But practice listening to him like that. He gonna show up entirely different. He will. I promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll turn up entirely different. All right, how about you, Ebony and Bridget, Lita?
Before you jump in, I was just thinking about with Lecrecia that when you say he'll show up differently, I see one of the things he'll show up. He said, you know, Mom, can I get 5 minutes of your, he'll ask you, he'll give you time thing now. So he knows I'm gonna get 5 minutes of her time.
Yeah.
Can I get 5 minutes? Or let me know when I can get 5 minutes.
Because you'll create how you want him to be with you. Yeah. Especially when you're busy. Or you could say, babe, give me 10 minutes and I'm gonna give you my full attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a way to have that actually be powerful. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Lecrecia, most people in life, they just want to be heard.
Yeah.
Most people just want to be heard. We're like, for real. Like, sometimes I have to turn off my listening, because if I don't turn off my listening, people will talk me to death. Because they just need to be heard. And I'm a listening for people. I listen for them. So they'd be like, just going. And so people say to me all the time, how did you find that out? Because I listen to people. If you listen to them, they'll tell you everything. All their business.
And they give you better communication because he said we have the horriblest communication. And my perception is different. Just because I don't agree with a lot of things that he say, he feels like, I just wish we had a better communication. I just wish but I feel like you got to say something different to have something different. Like I don't say we don't have to communicate, but that's what always come out of his mouth. So if you say something different, it'll be something different. That's my rethinking.
Yeah. But how old is he?
He is 25.
Oh, he just learning, honey. Give him a minute.
All over the place. I mean, I say he is all over the place.
He's just trying to find his footing now. At 25, just think how you were. He's just trying to find his footing. Absolutely. And I really he get his grounding from you. Yeah. So if you don't give him a minute and give him that communication, because then he'll get his grounding. And once he gets grounded, the communication will shift. Because I noticed the truth. All he want to do is impress you.
Yes. He feel like he has something to prove. That both I feel like they have something to prove.
I felt that with every fiber of my being, that he wants to be good for you.
Yeah.
He want to be a good boy. He want to be a good boy, a girl. See, now he's 25, but when he was a young kid, all he wanted to do was be a good boy, be good for mama.
Yeah, because one of the things I used to say when both of them were little, don't you want to grow up to be a fine young man? Yeah, I do. I want to grow up to be a fine young man. I said, you said you wanted to grow up to be a fine young man. Yeah, I do want to grow up to be a fine young man. So
that's what So he's still trying to be a fine young man for you. So you got to still give him that attention because you trained him to be that way with you, fine young man. You trained him that way. Now you want to like, I'm busy. I'm building my business. No, you got to still encourage him to continue. He only trying to impress you, right? And I can tell by the way he came in, he love you to pieces. Had us all waving at us. He giving everybody a hug. Honey, no, just listen to him different. Listen to him like a king and watch what show up. That's what I want to see. Now listen to him like a king and watch what show up. Because that's a king man.
I call him, and that's what I call both of them.
Oh, see, I didn't even know. See, I didn't even know. Okay, but now you got to listen to him like a king. Right? So when the king start talking, you got to stop to hear what the king got to say. You trained him that way. You trained him that way. So let him be that way. So that's what I want to say about that.
Yeah, and then some of the things is with my son and and with Philip, you know, when he wants to talk about music and all that kind of stuff. So and my granddaughter, you know, the grandkids, it's like I can get so caught up in what I'm doing and stuff, and I need to complete that. And sometimes I'm like, I mean, just stop and be with them. Stop and be with them.
Being present.
Yeah, be present for them, because they get more out of that time. Like if she said 5 minutes, okay, I'm gonna give you, okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Let's talk. And the other thing is, I had like the last song that Philip wrote, it was called The 11th Dimension. I could have taken that and just created something, but what I did was I asked him, what does that mean to him? I looked it up and Googled it, but what does it mean to you? And then, and he said, thank you for asking me what it means to me. And you're wanting to write something. Okay. So, and the other thing is that like with Fame has a crazy way of thinking sometimes, and he can get that whole shop and all the women in there get to going and stuff. And it's, you know, I've learned with Fame to ask him, where did that come from? How did you, you know, how are you thinking that? Why are you thinking that? Because I don't understand. That's not the way I think or process things. And they want you to understand how they think and process things and what they are learning out what we don't know. Because we only know what we know about them. And there's a vast world. And when they walk out the door, they're entertaining and interacting with all kind of people and situations and all that kind of stuff, you know, or they may be in science and you don't even know it. They may be into, I've always wanted to do this, Ma. Oh, okay. So getting to understand where they're coming from and really just taking that time and saying, being present with Cinnamon, being present with, and so these next two kids, this next set of grandkids, I really get to do it. I get to practice like you know, it was a different situation, but anyway, it's about for me, for my family, I want to get to know you. I want to know how you think, how you process things, and I won't fully understand it, or it's not even about agreement with it, but understanding where they're coming from so that I can have that conversation with them.
Okay, got it.
So your son, he just give him 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna give you set a time we can talk and stuff like that, because he wants to pour it out. And
he just want to be a good boy.
He does.
You can tell that. You can tell that from him. Like it just oozing from him. He just want to be good. Yeah. So yeah, and he wants you to be acknowledged by you for the job he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm sorry.
I could just tell that you've always given him that, but now you like sort of letting the reins go so he could be a man, but you still got to stroke him a little bit. Yeah, you still got to stroke them a little bit. Yeah. All right, so Ebony, how about you, boo? Ebony, like, this class just done took her. She don't went somewhere. She ain't even.
I have to come
blanket
back.
and leaning back.
I know.
So I had to come back because God is playing with me today, y'all. So when y'all ask, it's gonna be my sister. It is gonna be my sister because my partner actually was just on the phone with my sister as y'all asked the question, and I'm just gonna say her. I'm gonna say hi to her. I'm gonna say hi to her.
Okay, good. Okay, you go say hi to her, and let me ask you something else. How are you going to listen to her?
Like my sissy, like I used to do. Like my sissy, hey sissy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it just like that, and I'm gonna smile like this. And hopefully she tell me my job called her to get her kid enrolled in school. So I'm gonna say,
Okay, good.
That's what God just showed me I gotta do.
Okay.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, good. And this is the thing, your whole everything, your whole being and how you're occurring, totally shifted by you saying, okay, this is how this is gonna go now. That's really powerful. Okay, really good. Alita, really good, Ebony. Good job. I can't wait to hear what happened. Alita.
Yeah.
Did you go somewhere? Oh, Alita, what? Let me hear. Who you gonna listen to differently? Lita?
At this point.
Sure. It ain't that deep. Come on.
Okay, you hear me?
Right there. Yeah, I can hear you. Who is it? Just say it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody that I'm expecting to see today. So I'll just be going with that flow.
Okay, so now let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. How are you going to listen yourself today?
Aha, that's the question. Look at you laughing over there. Now that's good.
Oh, Alita, baby, stop analyzing yourself so much. Okay.
Oh, I do. Oh, girl, all the time, every day.
Yeah, stop it. Just stop it. Stop analyzing yourself so much. You are fine. You're okay.
Oh,
you are good. You are good.
Thank you. Where's my video? Boom.
Yeah,
okay.
you good. There's nothing wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with your life. Yeah. It's just like your camera right now. You're frozen. You're frozen. And who you think you are and what you're up to.
Can you see me?
I can see you, but
yeah,
you're
we
frozen.
see a picture of you.
But you're frozen. So that's how you, is that how you, let me ask you, let me lay anything on you. Is that how you sort of feel it in your life right now? You're a little frozen? Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you
Is it around, let me ask you something. Is it around your heart? Is it around your heart?
Yes, we can hear you, Alita. Yes.
Okay, say that again, Lon.
Is it, are you a little frozen around your heart?
Around my heart?
Yeah, like feeling love, being love, giving love, receiving love.
The heart is.
Okay, this one I want. Okay, this one I want you to do, Alita. Take yourself off camera.
I hear you. Okay.
Take yourself off camera, and then we can hear you better. I think. Okay, Queen Aduna, you need to upgrade your Zoom now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Alita. No, you put yourself on mute. Take your camera off.
Okay. All right.
There. Now we can hear you.
Yeah. No. I'm heart is good, but yeah.
What part? What part you? Something's closed down. I just want to know what's closed down.
Wow. Yeah. Let me see. What is it? I think moving forward has been a little slow. I would say maybe just trying to get a better sense of what direction I want to go in life. So yeah, I'm a little frozen, I would think, because I'm still trying to figure stuff out.
Okay, good. So figuring something out, that would be mental, right?
Yeah, okay. Um, okay.
Is it mental?
Just life in general, would you call that mental?
Well, you're trying to figure it out. Where do you figure things out from? You either figure it out from the heart, you either figure it out from the mind. That's why I'm saying mental, because you figure it out in your mind. You're thinking about this and how about this and what about this, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. It could be mental.
Okay, so that's why I want you to just dwell in that a little
Yeah.
bit, so you can see where you're at. Because you that's why you can't get it, because you're not sure. You got a symptom, but you don't know where to go to diagnose your symptom.
Bingo.
So you got to just sit with where's the symptom coming from. Like I've been going through, Dr. Sunzi helped me with this. I have an underlying sadness. And I thought it's because my parents and my oldest brother had deceased in my journey. So I would have moments of really being overwhelmed with sadness. And I asked her about it. And but what I heard in the conversation is I've been trying to handle my sadness from the spiritual realm. Well, spirit don't be sad.
Good point.
Right? So I'm trying to handle something. You got to know where your symptom is. I'm trying to handle something that's happening on the physical realm, because that's where I'm working at now. I'm working on the physical realm.
Right.
I'm trying to handle something on the physical realm from a spiritual point of view. Well, no, I got to handle it from the physical point of view. So when I
Okay.
start asking myself, why am I in the physical realm? What has me be sad? And it's because I lost everything. I don't had 3 houses. So what's in the way is like, you had 3 houses. Are you a loser? You go get another house and lose that too? What the hell? And so I had to really get that there's no joy there because I lost everything. So it's been 2 weeks. That have brought more joy in my life. And man, life is different because I'm bringing joy to the physical realm. And that's where the joy was missing, not in the spiritual realm. I'm hot spiritually. It's on. Man, God on spiritually. I'm all the way back. But on the physical realm, I'm like, okay, this is a mess. How the hell I'm gonna get this together?
How are you experiencing the
Oh, wait a minute, hold on,
the
Queen
change?
Adeli.
No, I mean it's with this though.
Okay.
How are you experiencing? How is it showing up that there's a difference for you in the joy of the physically having joy? Because you said since the conversation and there's a difference in that, you know, that joy, that joy, physical joy is there now and coming forth.
You talking to her?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, wait. Oh, physical joy because I bring it to the party. Joy was missing, and I didn't know that it was missing. I'm looking for what's missing, and I knew it was missing. So that's when Sunzi started talking. I'm like, okay, I can ask her. And so when I got that it was joy, and she did that tapping exercise, and I felt the joy, and I hadn't felt joy on the physical realm. And when I felt that joy, whoosh up through me, I'm like, I'm gonna keep it right there. And I keep it right there every day when I'm like, okay, I got to bring some joy to this.
Okay.
What's missing? Oh, I got to bring some joy to this, and I'm gonna keep bringing joy until I crack it down.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
That's you're welcome. I'm sorry about that. My listening, I wasn't listening to you. Oh, that's funny to me. Okay.
Nobody listens to me.
Right? Okay, so Alita, that's what I'm pointing to. You got something going on, but you're not quite sure how to locate it or where it's located.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so just meditate on that a little bit. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask, so what would be the formula for that? You
You
know,
just
I'm heady, so I'm looking for, what
yeah,
do,
you
what do I do? You know
okay.
what I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
it's not okay. So okay, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to get quiet with yourself and say, okay, what area, asking spirit, what area do you need to work on now? And then don't be trying to figure it out. If you start figuring it out, it's not there. That's like inside of the 9 dot exercise. You're trying to look for something inside of the 9 dots, and what you needed is outside of the 9 dots. You get it?
Okay, I received that.
Okay. You looking from what
Yeah,
you
I received
already
that.
know.
Yes,
You're
yes,
looking from
yes.
what you already know. This is not an answer inside of what you already know.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that makes
So you're
sense to
gonna,
me.
yeah, you're gonna have to be willing to be open for something new because you're in a new realm trying to put old wine in a new vat.
Oh, great analogy. Yes, great. I see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
Yes,
you got,
I see
that's why you
that.
stuck, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where you stuck.
And
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you for that. Wow.
Okay, good. And so the question you can ask yourself as you go through your thinking, is that new or is that old?
Mm-hmm.
Did I think that before? If I've been that before, if it's old, you can't use it.
Okay.
And that's where you're gonna find you really stuck because you don't like to bring in nothing new that quickly.
Yeah, I'm a little slow with that.
Yes, so that's where you gotta work. That's where your work is.
Yeah. You know how slow a cancer at the crab is.
All you gotta do though is get back in the water. You're on
And
land.
okay.
You're on land.
Yeah,
When the crab
for
is on
sure.
land and they grab you, you ain't letting go to get back in the water. Right? So what does that mean? Get back in the water, let it flow. If you find you
Oh
thinking the
my
same thing
goodness.
over and over and over, no, let that go and let it
Okay.
flow. Right? You find that
Okay.
you stuck in something,
Yeah.
let it go. Breathe in peace, be still.
Okay.
Right? Because something
Oh,
wants to
thank
come
you,
through, but
Omani.
you got it blocked up. So the practice
True.
for you
Yeah.
is to be in the flow. You get that, Alita?
Okay.
Be in the
Easier said
flow.
than done.
Huh?
Yeah. Easier said than done.
No, if that's what you say.
Okay. I got
Okay, if
that
you
too.
say it's easier said than done, then that's how it's gonna be.
Right, right. I got that.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So now you got to pay attention to what
Yeah.
you're saying, because what you're saying is giving you your world. What you speak about is what you bring about.
That's what I bring about. Yes.
Okay. So pay
I'm
attention.
good. Thank you for that.
Okay, you're welcome. What you get out of the conversation, take away, because that was pretty deep.
Yeah, it was. I'm going to relax a little bit more. I am I guess the thinker. I'm always gonna think things out and figure things out. I'm gonna try to relax more. I've been told that recently. And so you telling me again, it's like, okay, that's got to be true.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
your
gonna
access in is going to be breathing, conscious breathing. Conscious breathing. As you go through your day, you got to stop and go, am I breathing? You're going to notice you're not. That's what blocks up your flow. Spirit, breathing is spirit in the flow. Conscious, where it's hyperventilated breathing. You can hear yourself and you go, ah, let it go. That'll get you moving.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, yeah, try it. Let's see what happens. I can't wait to hear what happens.
Well, Queens, it's 10 o'clock, 10:02.
Oh, it's 10:03. Okay, you guys.
10:03.
Good job.
Good session. Really good session. So, yeah, those who are tonight will be at the facility from 5 to 7. So if you want to, claim your spot, this would be a good time to do it. And anything else you want to do, you know, come through 5 to 7. We are leaving at 7. And yeah, it's tomorrow, you guys. It is tomorrow. We are on and popping. And we already know the results. Pam has shared that with us, the impact. I'm excited. Tightening up a few things. We got Pam's doing. I love Pam. I taught her to be a good sister.
That's so awesome.
So, see, Pam was for us, for our production company and for the salon and stuff. When we would do hair shows and all that, Pam was the DJ. She wasn't hiring herself out to be a DJ, but she's one of those let me just go get the stuff. I ain't gonna go through this next time. She'll just go and get whatever is needed, right? So she gets this whole sound system and everything, you know. I think she did one job for somebody out in a park and that drove her crazy. And she said, that's not what I want to do. But anyway.
I think like you got a question.
Yes. Will I be able to get the tickets? Because I never received my tickets, and then they keep asking me my ticket. So
are you gonna come tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, we'll be taking care of that as well as it relates to you know, pulling the list off the internet of those who paid and all of that and their names. You bought the three?
I bought 3 and I need one more. So I need one more.
Yep, I got them all packaged up.
Okay.
Any other questions around anything?
Yes.
Yes.
Ebony, can you bring me my shirt? I'm gathering all my stuff.
Are you coming tonight, Ebony?
Delivered, or I was gonna drop it off to Queen Aduni's shop today.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
All right, and then the Queen can put it with my cup, and I will see everyone in the morning. Because in about an hour, I'm going to go do a mad dash and go and pick up our linens and make sure that all that is in order. So that's my assignment for today is.
And everyone will have a schedule. I'm creating so that people know what's happening, when, and all that stuff. And they can use it as a bookmark or whatever they want to, scooping up potatoes, I don't know, whatever, you know, rolling a joint, I don't know.
Is that for the participants too?
That's for everybody.
Okay.
So the audience, you know, they will know, they will have that.
Okay. All right.
So that's what I'm working on. And the badges going, I got to go buy the badges. And then as far as that's concerned, we're good. Tonight we will put the screen up and make sure how far we need to be back and where we need to be placed, Bridget, for the projector. So we'll know that tonight, how far back and what we need to put it on and stuff like that.
Okay. If I can manage to wrap up what I do by day and get there, I will try to do that. But like I said, I know I'm going to make a mad dash out of here. So I know I'm going to be gone for a minute from here to take care of that. So my day may run over, but I'll touch base with you by phone.
Good deal. Okay. Anything else, ladies?
No. Love you guys.
Get some rest.
Be safe.
Right. And have fun today. I gotta go and I gotta curl my locks to match the extension locks. Wavy. So I'll be all curls for the girls
All
tomorrow.
right, girl. Okay, so give each other a hug.
Yes. And hug the world. Sprinkles, sprinkles. May your angels be around you and waiting, and they are waiting in your command. Use our angels this weekend. Definitely. Let's get into that habit. Because they are ready. They are ready to work on all the people who show up.
All right.
Okay.
I love you guys. See y'all soon.